Hello everybody, how's it going? We're back for Ace Attorney yet again. Case 5, Spirit of Justice. It's going pretty well so far. But we still haven't defeated Mr. Phoenix in our civil trial, quote unquote. It just turned into another murder trial. But that's Ace Attorney for you. Oh. Hello. We got FireSonic225 with the $20. Who's ready to watch two Ace Attorneys battle it out? I know I am. Cannot wait to see some stellar voice acting as well as your playthrough and opinion of my favorite case of this game. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing these two go at it yet again. I'm very curious as to what the outcome of this trial will be, because I definitely don't think it's going to be the end of this case or anything, considering how long the case is supposed to be. But I'm sure it'll go in some interesting directions. Before we start, I do want to say right up off the top that obviously there will be a Friday stream this week of Fate as usual, but next week there will be no streams next week because I have to go on a trip to funny haunted house land, that is to say, theme park, with friends, and I'm leaving on the day of what would be next Tuesday stream and coming back on the day of what would be next Friday stream. So I'm not going to be able to do anything stream-wise next week, but we will be back the week after that. And I guess we'll just do Ace Attorney again on that Tuesday afterward, because of the break. So, there you go. 2 Ace Attorneys in a row, technically. Rosalia Rossellini with the $10. Throwing a question with my donation. Ever read Kaleidoscope Phantom Prison? Apparently it's another VN written by Ryukishi, but it is kind of hilariously bad. I have not read it. I have not read many of Ryukishi's Anon When They Cry stuff. I know that it varies in quality. But yeah, you can't win them all, I suppose. But alright, yeah, I can't think of anything else that I have to go through for starting, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Give me a second to regain my bearings, however. Actually, before I even start proceeding through stuff, maybe I should just go ahead and look back at the court record again. So we got the badge, the Founder's Orb, yes, of course, with the little symbol. We got a picture of Apollo's dad. We got the crime scene. We got the study diagram. We got the research notes. Yeah, I'm talking about the Mitama motif. The orb transfer agreement. If I come to no harm. We got Sarge's drone. The raincoat. The Kara Undertale raincoat. The Doc's glasses. The USB stick that had the whole Phoenix Attorney Right email on it. Funny Moss. Robbery report. Right, from the storehouse. Yeah, I remember that as well. And Buff's autopsy report. Okay, cool. Let's look at what led up to this as well. To identify the murder weapon. Object used to commit the murder was not located at the scene of the crime. Murderer likely disposed of it elsewhere. Alright, your testimony. Haha, prepare to be dazzled by charismatic oration forged in the crucible of campaign battle. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I think we more or less caught ourselves back up. Okay. Let's go.
That evening, I was walking alone, lost in thought. I passed by the doctor's house, and that's when I saw Mr. Rebel. He was running out of the front door. It was around 10 at night. Surely that must have been him fleeing the scene of his crime. A vote for me is a vote to end such violence. That is my promise to you.
Okay.
So, the plaintiff saw a possible suspect fleeing from the doctor's residence, and it was within the window of the estimated time of death?
That's a rebel. What in the world were you doing there, then?
Okay.
It seems Mr. Rebel was loitering around Karine Village that day. There's evidence he was in the doctor's study as well. Isn't that right, Mr. Justice? Ah! You mean the suitcase? Exactly. You must have been in quite the rush to leave that behind. Oh, and by the way, Your Honor, Mr. Rebel just so happens to be sitting in the gallery today. Ah! See? That's him, trying to escape as we speak.
Bailiff, don't let that man get away.
Right, you backstabber! Why are you doing this to me?
All right. The counsel/defense may question the plaintiff/witness once more. Please proceed, Mr. Justice.
Oh boy. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting one. Audio seems faded? I don't know. I'm not sure what. That evening I was walking alone, lost in thought.
Hold it!
Okay.
Why were you taking a walk? The society is inundated with serious problems that must be solved, and as a politician, I'm always on the job thinking hard about possible solutions, even on my walks. Thanks for the non-answer. While we live out our comfy lives, there are starving children who suffer in the back alleys of our major cities. It's not in me to ignore such suffering. A vote for me is a vote to end hunger and for world peace. Yes, Mr. Addition Wimperson, we are well aware of your outstanding character. Now please continue with your testimony. I can practically hear my poll numbers surging. Now, on with my speech. After all, the voting public must be informed of the magnificence that is me. God.
Firesonic225 at $5. I always enjoy when we get to see Phoenix from other people's perspective. It reminds me of when we got to play as Mia for the first time. Yeah, it's always interesting. I was talking about this a little bit last time too, to see sort of the perspective of like Phoenix as a more sort of like competent, almost like intimidating lawyer, as opposed to when you're in Phoenix's head where he's like, ah shit, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Oh my god. Passed by the doctor's house, and that's why I saw Mr. Rebel. Okay. Elaborate.
Where exactly were you when you saw Mr. Rebel? Right here, under this tree. I saw him dashing out of Dr. Buff's front door.
Okay.
And he didn't notice you? No, I was hidden by the tree. I was sitting over on the bench.
Is it really all that important to know from where the plaintiff saw Mr. Rebel?
I feel like you wouldn't ask me if it wasn't, so yes.
Yes, I believe it matters a lot. I ask that it please be added to the witness's testimony.
I was under this tree when I saw Mr. Rebel. Okay. Hold on. Look at the thing again. I can't remember if there's anything really out of the ordinary about that or not. Well, we'll come back to that. Or well, maybe I'll press on this too, just in case.
What were you doing under that tree? A lack of lateral thinking. That is a politician's downfall.
What?
That is why, if I'm elected, I promise to think outside the box. The question was, what were you doing under the tree, Mr. Attition Wimperson? I suppose I can't expect a plebeian such as yourself to understand my grand design. Oh yeah? Try me, O Lord of Plebs. Mr. Attition Wimperson, I believe the court's well aware of your grand political vision. Now, let's have the rest of your testimony, if you please. I can hardly wait for the upcoming election. He's running out of the front door. Okay.
Hold it!
Did you notice anything unusual? Yes, his behavior was incredibly suspicious. His eyes were darting all around as he ran off in total panic. As soon as I saw that, I knew he had done something, and it probably wasn't good. Despite that, you still didn't report it to the police? Who would have thought he had killed Dr. Buff? Not me. That's why I didn't report him.
So, the witness didn't notify the police. Is that an important statement, Mr. Justice?
I mean, sure, fine, go ahead.
Yes, it's important. I request that the witness add it to his testimony. Fair. Sure, why not? I had no idea that Dr. Buff was dead. That's why I didn't call the police.
Okay, but... No! That doesn't make any fucking sense, because his body is right fucking there in front of the window. Right? Hold on. There's no way. That's too...
Objection!
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Mr. Attition Wimperson, rather than Mr. Rebel, wasn't there something else that should have had your undivided attention? Like what? Oh yes, of course.
Fire Sonic 225 with the $5. Yes, Your Honor, it is an important statement. It's in green.
I don't know what it means right now, but I know that it must be important
For some reason.
A politician must always keep his finger on the electorate's pulse and focus on the nation's... Sorry, but you're way off.
I am?
Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice?
If the witness saw Mr. Rebel from his position here, then he should have also been able to see the doctor's body. After all, it was right next to a huge window.
Why, I believe you have a point there.
With the body that clearly visible to the witness, it's unthinkable that he wouldn't have reported it to the police.
Yeah.
Would the witness care to respond?
Okay. Okay, man.
Did he fall asleep?
Mr. Attition Wimperson? Mr. Attition Wimperson!
Huh? Huh?
There are many sides to any issue. What did I ever do to deserve this? In any case, I'd like the court to acknowledge the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. Mr. Attition Wimperson, did you really see Mr. Rebel?
Yes. Oh, shit, sorry. Let me not drop my phone from my desk. Just wanted to make sure that I had Discord up on the side, just in case I get any important messages. Okay, there we go. We're good, we're good.
Hold it!
I heard strum. It's probably because whenever there's a vibration on my desk, my mic stand gets knocked around, and it's got like these coils here. Probably can hear it when I touch them like that. But
Where do you think you're going? Oh, I thought I'd return to my seat, seeing as I'd already answered the question. This isn't some small town hall debate, so you just stay right there until I say we're through. I'll have to run that by my campaign manager before I...
Objection!
Glare. Mr. Attition Wimperson, I think it's time for you to come clean. Huh? So then, does this mean he didn't see Mr. Rebel? As your lawyer, Mr. Attition Wimperson, I advise you divulge that matter we discussed. Silence is no longer an option. Are you sure about this? I'm in the midst of running for office. I can't afford to let any strange rumors get out.
Don't worry. You won't suffer any blowback for what you're about to reveal. Lure to make it 12 with $10. With context from AJ and DD in mind, I think this concept for Case 5 is genuinely really clever. Setting up an Apollo versus Nick case given their history is exactly what I hoped for in Spirit of Justice near the end. No, yeah, that's exactly why I was also getting a little excited about it myself. It's kind of been a long overdue confrontation. I mean, obviously, Dual Destinies kind of sort of does it a little bit with the whole, like, I don't trust Athena thing from Apollo, but it doesn't really go that far, so I think this is, like, at least so far, it definitely seems like it's going in a better direction with it.
Blowback? I'm not sure I like the sound of that, Mr. Wright.
And not to worry, Your Honor. Nothing untoward will come of this, I promise. Now then, Mr. Justice? Remember how it was an anonymous caller that reported the doctor's death? Come to think of it.
Yeah?
Emma, who was the first one to discover the body?
About whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
What?
It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
Yeah, figures.
Wait, you're not saying that... Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The anonymous source who contacted the police after discovering the body was... my client, Mr. Politician Wimperson.
What?
You don't say. So you see, he played his part as a concerned citizen, quite admirably, if I may say so. Isn't that right? Yes, indeed. In our society today, there are too many who choose indifference over righteous action. But I don't number among them. That's why I did my duty as a concerned citizen. One might call me the model citizen, one worthy of standing above the rest. What a real standard bearer he is, reporting it anonymously. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Justice, wasn't there someone else at the scene of the crime when my client discovered the body? Oh, you mean Mr. Rebel? He would have been leaving the doctor's house right around then. Wait, that means... Yes, it does. In short, what my client witnessed was Mr. Rebel fleeing the scene of a heinous murder. Ah! And that's not all. Based on what we've heard so far, Mr. Rebel looked exceedingly suspicious, and that's putting it mildly. We already know the Defiant Dragons threatened the Doctor with bodily harm. And now that they've killed him, the so-called orb transfer agreement's null and void. Ah!
Apollo, if we don't come up with some sort of counter-argument...
And what sort of evidence do you have? Can you actually prove that it was Mr. Rebel who killed the Doctor?
That move had desperate written all over it.
It's all I've got, so I'm going with it. Evidence? I suppose it's true that I don't have any. I knew it! But I do have another witness. You do? You should know I always come fully prepared, Mr. Justice. And my new witness will provide testimony proving Mr. Rebel's guilt.
A new witness? I wonder who it could be.
Very well. Bailiff, please summon our new witness. In the meantime, the court will take a brief recess. I'd like both sides to use this time to prepare properly. Understood?
You should know I always come prepared. With bullshit. With stuff that I pull out of my ass. Wow, I knew Mr. Wright would put up a tough fight, but...
Yeah, just when I thought we had him, he turned the tables on us. He really is the turnabout terror.
Can't let him blindside us again. Looks like they got me again. 3 times in 1 year. That's a new record. That's, please. No more new records or bad puns while you're at it. Apollo, we live in a world of puns. Don't remind me. It's hard enough trying to help you as it is. Roger that. I'll be more careful next time.
Is what Mr. Wright said true? Did you really pay a visit to Dr. Buff that night?
Sure did. Can't remember the exact time, though. All I know is he wouldn't hand over the orb. Someone put it in his head that we rebels were dangerous. That's why he threw me out. So the doctor was still alive when Dats last saw him?
We'll still have to prove it, though.
Better brace yourself, son. The next witness's testimony could make or break this case.
Yeah, I know. Hey, where's Trucy?
She went to go see her dad.
Maybe she's still mad.
More like worried. Worried that this trial will create a rift between you two. And that you might then leave the agency.
She has an active imagination.
Firesonic225 with $5. Oh, come on, Apollo. I feel like Dats was a pretty great pun. Dah. Boo.
Excuse me. The trial will be resuming shortly. Well, let's go see what new testimony awaits us.
All right, court's back in session. Mr. Wright, you said you had a witness?
Your Honor, I'd like to call the lone survivor of the doctor's murder to the stand. Wait, he can't mean that Sarge is here? You mean Dr. Buff's reclusive son? How'd you get him to cooperate? Nothing a little persuasion couldn't handle. The poor child only agreed to help if it meant catching the killer. Getting a kid like that to overcome his fear. Now that's impressive.
This must be really important testimony even for the kid to come out in public like this.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please call your witness to the stand.
Are we gonna get the... Yep, it's the drone. I figured.
Oh my.
Sergeant Buff at your service, sir!
He's here as the drone? Really?
Mr. Wright, what exactly is the meaning of this?
Past traumas rendered it impossible for the witness to venture into public. Leaving home was hard enough, and it seems leaving the witness lobby was just too much. But I'd still like to continue with testimony delivered via this drone.
I understand it must be terrible to lose one's father like that. But testimony via a remote-controlled toy... Well, let's take things for a spin and see how it goes.
Just who's piloting this trial anyway?
The judge sure warmed up to the idea fast.
I think the phrase you're looking for is gave up.
You disappoint me, Corporal Justice! To think I once called you a comrade! Defending the man who killed Papa? That's full-on treason, soldier! I hereby demote you back to private!
Corporal? Private? What's he talking about, Apollo?
It's a long story.
Now then, are you ready to testify, youngster?
Locked and loaded, sir! Ready to rain lead down upon the perpetrator! Papa met with someone that night, and the night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I'd already mounted my siege defense, but... In fact, I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. From my window, I saw the one designated Dats getting ejected from the premises. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my Papa in the study later. I just knew it!
So, he was thrown out but later returned and committed the murder, did he?
Yes, Your Honor. So, the man my client saw really must have been the fleeing Mr. Rebel.
Oh, hey.
Objection! Right, you backstabbing no good. I didn't kill no one.
It's the enemy! Radio missiles and fire!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Capitalist pig! I'll turn you into pork stroganoff! And that's just a taste of my ultimate anti-swine weapon!
Whoa, it fires missiles too?
Yes, well, the witness is all yours, Mr. Justice.
The judge, like, pushing Apollo in front of him, like, well, you take this one. Okay. Met someone the night he died. Alright. I think, again, this is just, like, another press on through.
Hold it!
Your father met with someone. Could you be more specific?
No, I was in the midst of a crucial defensive siege operation.
Right. You're referring to how you don't leave your room, correct?
You never know when the enemy might be lurking outside the siege perimeter.
What about, school?
Oh, I don't go to boot camp. I'm a soldier. A sergeant doesn't associate with rookies still too green to fight.
With a kid like this, I bet Dr. Buff wouldn't be getting any rest in the afterlife either.
It was very brave of you to come to the courthouse today. But what was that you said about a siege defense?
Oh, that? Well...
Okay, I didn't have eyes on the ground as I'd already mounted my siege defense, but... Which is just referring to him being stuck in the room. I mean, I can press on it, but it doesn't seem like it would yield that much more information.
Hold it!
Sarge, I've always wondered. Who or what are you battling?
That's... classified.
Even so, it may be relevant to this case.
Objection!
I don't know if you're the right person to be asking about things like that.
That's right. Such matters need to be handled with a certain delicacy.
Oh, I guess curiosity got the better of me.
You're all talking, no action, soldier! Out on the battlefield, it ain't the number of pretty words in your repertoire, but the number of bullets in your gun belt that counts!
Easy for you to say. You're the one with all of them.
Would the witness please tell this court what he saw and heard that night?
I did hear him arguing with someone in his study.
Hold it!
What was the argument about?
I heard things like, where's the orb? And, are you Defiant Dragons really criminals? It sounded real volatile, like a war might break out any second.
So the two of them had an argument when Dats came to get the orb. Did you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, I heard them arguing, and then silence.
Okay, from my window I saw the one designated Dats getting ejected from the premises.
Hold it!
How was Mr. Rebel acting?
Like a conquered trooper retreating with his tail between his legs.
A trooper? Well, I guess he does dress like he's in the military.
I bet those two would have really hit it off had they met under different circumstances.
Yeah, I can see that.
So the defeated soldier was expelled, but that wasn't the end.
After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time.
Hold it!
That does seem suspicious.
He kept hiding behind trees and telephone poles and stealing glances on our house.
Well, he couldn't exactly leave without the orb.
I bet he was angry that he'd been kicked out.
He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later, I just know it.
Hold it!
But don't you keep your front door unlocked? If so, then anyone could have gotten in.
That's true. Papa didn't keep our house locked up. He said there was no need because there were only good people in Crime Village.
Yet he ended up dead anyway.
Only a monster could have done what they did to my kind, trusting Papa. There will be no mercy. I vow swift and terrible vengeance. I'll carpet bomb the killer with everything in my arsenal. Fire!
Well, while I sympathize with you, witness, you'll refrain from firing Gatling guns in this court.
So Sarge saw dots too.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. I wonder why he hung around after being thrown out.
Hate to say this, but if Dats is proven to be the killer, we'll lose the orb to the plaintiff. So our only option's to prove the Defiant Dragons had nothing to do with the murder.
Okay, so we've pressed everything, so this is definitely just a... We gotta find the right contradiction. Met someone the night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground, but I already mounted my siege defense. I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. From my window, I saw the one designating Dats getting ejected from the premises. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the floor plan again. Actually, yeah, I don't know. Can we see? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would suppose it's not... Yeah, if the bedroom's up there, I don't think it's, like, unthinkable for the window to, like, give him a good view. So I don't think that's a problem, necessarily. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. Must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it. Let's see. Between 10 and 11 p.m. I don't know. This one's kind of tough. And yeah, the sound of the drone is definitely a bit distracting. Let's see. Wait, what does that say again? Oh, okay. Agree to hand over the founders or the Defiant Dragons for come to no harm. I don't think it'd be that simple, but... Lord Omega 12, thank you for renewing your channel membership. Let's see. Solo 90 died, I have no eyes on the ground, already mounted my siege defense, but did hear him arguing with someone in his study. I mean, I don't know if it's like worth, like, cause for a second I was also kind of thinking like, oh, I didn't have eyes on the ground, but you could say like, well, why didn't you use your drone to investigate or whatever, but I don't know if that's necessarily worth arguing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of weak for an objection. Did hear him arguing with someone in the study. From my window, I saw the one designated dads getting ejected from the premises. Lord Omega 12 with the $2. Remember the Rafflecopter? That's still cool, yeah? Jeez. My Rafflecopter. I mean, yeah, I guess it couldn't hurt to try.
I mean, technically it can hurt, but I'll save anyway, just to make sure.
Okay, let's try it.
Objection!
Oh!
Okay. Well, there you go. Sarge, are you hiding something from me?
How dare you question your superior officer like that? You want to get in on this Stroganoff action with Pig Boy over there, soldier?
Sorry, but I'm afraid lawyers are missile-proof.
What? What? The hell is he talking about? That true? Somebody told me that wasn't true.
Would the defense care to explain?
It's simple, Your Honor. Just as he's able to see what's happening in court right now, Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. With his cherished drone, of course.
Ah, now that you mention it. And to think the answer was right before our eyes this whole time.
Sarge, you were perfectly capable of patrolling the study that night. So you must have seen something.
Ah! Damn it! What is this strange new weapon you're using against me?
Courtroom warriors don't use guns or missiles because evidence is our weapon of choice. And the evidence has exposed your bald-faced lie. My truth bomb, Sarge! My truth nuke! My truth bomb, Sarge, has stripped your defenses bare.
Truth bomb? No! Ah! Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down!
Oh my, are you alright?
Firesonic225 with the $5. Love how the judge makes more of an attempt to stop Franziska von Karma from whipping everyone, but it is all right to have missiles being shot in his courtroom. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, but yeah, it's yeah, like where we said it was years ago. He's lost his energy for it. He's like,
I don't fucking care anymore. I'm so desensitized to everything, like I could not give a shit less.
Okay.
Evidence! Never have I seen such fearsome ordnance!
Tell it to us straight, Sarge. After all, you want to help your father, don't you?
Papa,
Yes. You want to find out who killed him, don't you? So please, tell us what you saw that night.
It's not what you think. I didn't see anything. I swear!
You sure? You seem awfully stressed for someone who didn't see anything.
Just like, I'm just imagining, like, it pans back to the side view there, and everything is the same, except you just see Apollo in, like, the Yamcha pose in a crater behind the bench.
Sarge, you need to answer my question.
Shut your pie-hole, maggot! Hell, it'll be a scorching day in Siberia before a lowly private like you orders me around!
What's with him in Siberia, of all places? But if a scorching day is what it'll take, then maybe it's time to turn up the heat. Hey, Athena. You think a therapy session might help?
Well, it could help alleviate some of his anxiety. Plus, I'm picking up a lot of discord in Sarge's voice. That usually means the patient wants to say something, but can't for some reason.
And in Sarge's case, I imagine whatever is plaguing him is pretty severe. In that case, I leave it to you and your mood matrix magic.
You got it! Your Honor, I believe I can be of help here.
Time for a therapy session, is it, Miss Sykes?
Yes. It'll help the witness with his anxiety. Maybe even enough to testify.
Then by all means, please bring the poor child out into the light of day. Oh, but I assume this will be all right with you, Mr. Wright?
Why not? It's not like we all haven't been through this before.
What are you butting in for, lady? There ain't a place on the battlefield for you!
I beg to differ, Sarge. This G.I. Jane's always ready for a fight in the courtroom. And wait until you see what I've got in my arsenal. Analytical psychology. With it, I'm going to blow a big old hole in the armor you've built around your heart.
Ah! First evidence, no analytical psychology? Where are these W&Ds coming from? Well, if it's a battle you want, bring it on! You may have started this war, but I'm gonna end it! Corpse woman Sykes!
You got it, Sarge. Time to seek out the agony buried deep in your heart.
Brace yourself.
I stayed in my room with my drone that evening. I heard Dats and Papa arguing with each other. Dats got kicked out, but I saw him still hanging around outside. I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day.
Yeah, I don't know about that, though. Like...
Got it!
This emotion isn't that out of place, given the statement.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like, well, how did you know to be upset if you didn't know that he was dead? But... I don't know. The audio isn't going through it, it's a filter.
Apollo, are you just looking at his emotions as they relate to only a single statement? It's really important to look for emotional fluctuation between different statements, too.
Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder, Athena. Alright, let's try that again.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. Was it Core Woman? It's just, yeah. Well, you know. Corpse Woman is funny too. Mukuro Ikusaba. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Okay, so it's like a light distress there, but I assume that's normal because it's, you know, I'm living my neat life. Then there's the shock is introduced with the argument, which also makes sense. Dats got kicked out, but I still saw him hanging around outside. Okay, which I feel like both of these still also kind of make sense. I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day. But, so is it just this, then? Okay, that seems about right. Yeah.
That's strange. You reacted with shock when you discovered your father's body. Yet you weren't nearly as shocked when you saw Mr. Rebel. Normally, you'd expect the death of one's father to be much more impactful.
Enemy fire! Direct hit!
That is strange. I wonder what it could mean.
Well, we know he wasn't as affected by his father's death as he should have been. And I think I know why.
Oh?
Sarge, you weren't as shocked at seeing your father's body as seeing Mr. Rebel because...
You're scared of Mr. Rebel, you'd already seen his body, something else shocked you. Let's go with this.
Did something else shock you when you saw Mr. Rebel? Something even more shocking than your father's death?
Like what exactly, Apollo?
I have no fucking idea.
I don't know. Maybe a mouse or a cockroach?
Ugh, gross.
Foolish cannon fodder! Vermin are powerless in the face of my deadly arsenal! I'll pump them full of lead!
Sounds kind of messy, don't you think?
Then I'll develop new weaponry. Maybe a flamethrower will do the trick.
Sure, as long as you keep it for vermin use only.
Guess it wasn't something like mice or cockroaches after all, huh?
No, but it was worth a try, especially to see your reaction. What else could it be?
Okay, so it wasn't that. But at least I didn't get a penalty for picking wrong. Well, then, I mean, I don't think this is the answer, but I would be interested in seeing what they say for it anyway.
Maybe you were scared of him.
Why you? How could you even think I was scared of that capitalist pig?
So you weren't scared?
Listen up, trainee! You feckless amateurs don't even know what true fear is! Naive little babies like you wouldn't last 2 seconds out there! So here's your first lesson, Private. A heaping spoonful of true battlefield terror!
Gone! It's wiped off the face of the map.
I think that means you were wrong, but there's no need to look so bitter about it, Apollo.
No, that was some bitter medicine. The aftertaste of failure.
Okay, so it was, you'd already seen his body.
Sarge, maybe the truth is you left your room that night. And that's when you saw it. Your father's body.
I saw no such thing!
Really? You didn't see his body? Alright then. What did you see?
Look, Apollo, we've lost some noise.
So, just as I suspected, you really did see something. Sarge, please, tell us what you saw.
But... The moment I saw it, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't stand to lose yet another loved one.
Huh? Am I missing something here? Is that why you weren't very shocked when you found out your father was dead? Because you had already sensed that he was a goner somehow?
Maybe.
Please, Sarge. What was it you saw on the night of your father's murder?
I saw...
What's happening? I don't like where this is going.
No more! No more, please! Help! I've confiscated your little toy! The battlefield has no place for unauthorized equipment!
Widget! Apollo, I can't continue the session without him.
Calm yourself this instant, witness. I hereby order you to submit to your therapy session. What in blazes?
Look at me! I'm judge, jury, and executioner now! I hereby convene a military tribunal!
Whoa. This has gone way too far.
Bailiff, arrest that drone this instant. Stop resisting! Ah!
If you don't come quietly, I'll...
Fire!
Ah!
Give Widget right back. Ah!
War.
lore never changes. Oh shit. I'm so... What is happening? What's... Please.
Finally got him back.
Nice work.
This witness is truly a handful.
2, 3, 4.
Miss Sykes, what's the witness's current psychological state?
Let's see. He's emotionally all over the map. So his out-of-control emotions are in control of him, huh?
Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause?
Yes. So let's see what we can find. Sarge, can you hear me?
Is that you, Corpsewoman Sykes?
I'm here. Now, I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax. Try it with me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Out. In. Out.
And now, let your emotions take you where they will. Go on, just let it all out.
All forces, attack!
That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen.
Ooh boy. Yeah, that's not looking good.
Dad was still hanging around after he got kicked out when... I heard more fighting, and I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly... I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room, and Papa grinning with delight. That's when he must have been killed. If only I hadn't passed out.
So he had 2 out-of-control emotions, huh? And all we have to do is find out what's causing them to run wild like this?
Yes, whatever the cause, it should appear somewhere in the mood matrix. Let me know if you think you found it.
Easier said than done. Suppose you have any ideas on where to start?
Well, I'd think about Sarge's personality and his past. Those are the things that shape a person's emotions. You should be able to find something to work with from there.
Yeah, this is strange. So, okay. Got kicked out when I heard more fighting and I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. That's weird. I remember a flame lighting up the room. And Papa grinning with delight. Yeah, this one is very weird. This one's very weird. Like, what's... I don't know whether to point out him or the flame, but I'm gonna try him first. But yeah, what's going on with this? That doesn't seem to be the cause. Okay. Person's personality and past shape their emotional responses. Consider everything you know about Sarge. That's where you'll find the clues you need. Okay, let's try the pondering my flame. I'm Fire Lord Ozai.
Got it!
Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Okay, it's the flame.
That's it! Sarge, you were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you?
Was I?
Yes. Just 6 months ago, you and your mother were caught up in an arsonist's blaze.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's no wonder you'd be extremely scared of fire.
Yes, that does make sense.
And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire was what caused you to withdraw from the world.
What do you mean, Corpsewoman Sykes?
In the outside world, you were bound to come across all sorts of fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck, even the grill at a diner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea you might see them grew bigger and bigger, Till you couldn't shut it out.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something. Candles, cigarettes, just thinking about them sends a chill down my spine.
Wow, things I take for granted.
Now I see. I was afraid. Afraid of the fire. Strange. I didn't even realize it myself.
About that fire, Sarge. Can you tell me what it was burning?
Just stay calm and maybe something will come to you.
Oh, Oh! I'm starting to remember. It was... It was that relic. That relic Papa was studying. It was on fire!
The orb was on fire?
It's still kind of fuzzy. But yes, the orb was burning. Right in front of Papa. And there, in the flames was... Mama? Yes, now I remember. I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames.
Wait, what?
Oh shit, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh,
What's going on here?
Maybe it's a memory from the fire that killed his mother. He might be confusing it with what really happened when his father died.
So let me guess. More therapy?
Yep, but this time, it seems there's an inconsistency in his statements. And I think we should be able to prove it with the evidence at hand.
I hope this inconsistency is the key. It's proving that the relic really is the Founder's orb.
okay. Firesonic 225 with the $2. Is he doing a summoning ritual? I hope not. That would be... Ugh. Still hanging around, he got kicked out. Heard more fighting, got worried about Papa, so I left my room and suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. That's when Papa must have been killed, if only I hadn't passed out. But that doesn't make sense, though, because he hid the Founder's orb, though. And it's still with him here. I don't know if that's what we're getting at right now, though, because I feel like this seems a little bit more important right now, but it is weird, and I do kind of want to try it anyway, just to see.
Objection!
Oh, okay. Guys, it's okay.
Don't blame yourself, Sarge. After all, even if you hadn't passed out, the outcome would have been the same.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the time of death. Your father wasn't killed right after you left your room.
What? Explain yourself at once, Private Justice!
You said you saw your father burning the orb, right? But that night he went out to hide it in a cave. So, what you saw, Sarge, was something that happened before your father left to hide the orb.
Ah!
So you see, you didn't pass out right before he was killed. You passed out right before he left for the cave, to hide the orb in the ruins within.
So, even if I hadn't passed out...
That's right. The outcome would have been exactly the same. That's because your father, Dr. Buff, was killed after he returned from the ruins. And therefore, Sarge, there's no need for you to blame yourself.
Oh, I see. Private Justice, can you really say I bear no blame in this?
Why do you ask?
Because the truth is, if I hadn't engaged in my siege defense, Papa would still be alive.
Sarge,
Papa wished nothing more than for me to lead a healthy, happy life. That's why he quit his job and moved us out, away from the big city. But even then, I didn't have the courage to set foot into the outside world. And in the end, I failed to make Papa's wish come true.
Sarge? If you want to make your father's wish come true, if that's what you really want, then who's to say it's too late? Why don't you take the first step now?
My first step?
That's right. You can cast off all of your regret. You can stop standing still and start moving forward. You have the power within you. I know from experience. I know what it's like to feel like you do. But only you can decide to take that first step.
if you don't change your tactics now, Sarge, the victory you seek in the war you're waging will always lie beyond your grasp.
I think I understand now. I've made up my mind! As of this moment, I'll suspend my siege defense immediately!
Oh, man. Aw, kid. Oh, dude.
Huh?
Sergeant Buff, reporting for duty.
What? I thought you were a guy!
You're definitely not the gruff drill sergeant I envisioned. Well, my mama was in the Russian army.
I was just as shocked, but it certainly explained a few things when I found out too.
She does look like Maria.
May I introduce you to Miss Army Buff, age 12.
No way. Careful, soldier. Don't forget I could blow you away at a moment's notice. She's just too cute.
So, have you always been in a wheelchair, Sarge?
Negative. Only since I was injured. In the fire.
Your voice sounds awfully different from before.
Oh, so I was correct about the voice filter thing.
My drone features a voice modulation device. It's just one of my army's many technological marvels.
Well, you fooled me. I thought some 20-something military fanatic was at the controls.
If it's all the same to you, troops, I'd like to continue my testimony. I've just remembered something, and it's as crisp and clear as a trumpet at roll call.
What did you remember?
It wasn't my mother who appeared in the burning orb. It was some lady Papa had shown me a picture of a long time ago. He said it was
Oh, shit.
the Holy Mother, the founder of Koreanism.
Lord Omega 12 with the $2. Is this the alt timeline where Maria joined Gun? Oh my god. Is it the bow tie technology to do that voice filter? Oh. Good Conan reference. This is, interesting, though. What the fuck?
She appeared right there. Right in the burning orb.
Huh? What did you just say?
Oh, man. What the fuck?
The Holy Mother of Corionism was in the burning orb? What does that even mean?
I have a bad feeling about this. Could it be? Could this explain what Sarge means by the Holy Mother appearing in the burning orb?
Oh, jeez. Okay. What does this say? Again. Oh, wait, shit. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes? What do they have to do with this?
Look at this. The burning orb, the appearance of the founder. This part points to both.
Yeah, this. This part.
There's a legend about the orb involving a mysterious riddle. And this song, in turn, is said to contain the key to solving it. If the legend is true, then I believe the answer lies in this part of the song. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, anyone see where I'm going with this? Prayers as fervent as fire. Ah! You're supposed to set the orb on fire? The whole stanza seems to suggest the founder will appear if the orb is set on fire.
Wait! So the doctor, he...
Yes, Athena. He had solved the ancient riddle of the founder's orb.
Oh my!
This is fucking crazy. This is fucking insane. I did not expect this at all.
Papa was a great archaeologist. So I believe in him. And I want to believe. I want to believe he achieved his long-time dream of solving that riddle before he died.
Well, we won't know for sure. Until we try it for ourselves.
Yes, do it, Private Justice, please! I want to see what Papa was searching for with my own eyes!
Objection!
The plaintiff must object to this.
Objection!
The plaintiff will stand down and be quiet.
Objection!
You don't have the right to set a precious relic like that on fire.
Objection!
Oh, but I do. All I needed was Sarge's permission. Since we still don't know if this treasure is the founder's orb or the crystal of Ami Faye, any ownership rights the doctor had now belong to his daughter. Therefore, you have absolutely no right to stop us!
Very well, Mr. Justice. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you may burn the evidence.
Alright, here we go.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Look! Apollo, the inside of the orb, it's melting!
There's something in there.
Oh shit. Oh my god, her face! Ah! Her face is visible!
Dirk! Isn't she?
Her garb leaves no room for doubt. It's the founder herself. Face and all.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I don't understand. The greatest of taboos in Corionism is the depiction of the founder's face. Yet here it is, hidden within this orb.
Oh man.
Sorry, Mr. Wright, but as you can see, the issue is crystal clear. This figure is the Holy Mother, founder of Corionism. And based on that, this must be none other than the Founder's Orb.
Objection!
But be that as it may, Mr. Rebel still may have killed the Doctor. If so, it would render the orb transfer agreement null and void. Don't play dumb, Mr. Wright. The truth of the matter's already been proven. Dr. Buff wasn't killed right after Sarge saw Mr. Rebel. It happened after the Doctor came back from hiding the orb. And you've no proof that Mr. Rebel was still around at the time. Your claim that the Defiant Dragons were behind the crime doesn't hold water. And that means the orb transfer agreement is still perfectly valid. Admit it, Mr. Wright. I just burned your whole case to the ground! No! Won? I actually won?
Mr. Wright, would you care to respond?
Respond? I didn't think so.
Wait, did we just win? Did we actually beat the Turnabout Terror? You're amazing, Apollo!
Don't just stand there, Wright! Do something! I don't think there's any digging out of this hole. Mr. Attition Wimperson, I think it's time for your concession speech. I've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the Founder's Orb. The facts don't lie, but you obviously do. How's that for a campaign slogan? Why, you contemptuous peasant!
I think this is a good time to wrap up this trial. If both parties have no further objections, I'll render my verdict.
No objections here, Your Honor. You can't do this! The crystal is mine! Neocortex? No, the crystals! You Crash Bandicoot, you won't get away with this! I'll lose the election if I lose that crystal! I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more I can do. You haven't forgotten about our little chat, have you? What's going on here?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object to the defense's last claim. What? I don't believe they've truly proven that the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I don't think even you could bluff your way out of this one. What possible argument could you have to claim that this isn't the Founder's Orb? Apollo, please, you don't understand. He has engines, laser aimed at the planet. He has... He's going to use engines, laser. Apollo, please. Yes, Phoenix Wright. I have the laser aimed at the planet. I'm sorry, this is stupid. Okay. About that. Oh, of course. You can't possibly have hit on something. The defense's assertion is incomplete, and this is why. Their claim that the relic is the Founder's Orb is based on a legend, and that legend claims that the Founder will return when the riddle is solved at last. Right. And that's what happened. The Founder was revealed for all to see. But Mr. Justice, what about the rest of the legend? Huh? According to the legend, once the Founder returned, she would bestow spiritual power onto the person who solved the riddle. You're kidding, right? Well, Mr. Justice, do you feel great spiritual power coursing through your veins? No. But receiving spiritual powers and stuff, it's all just mystic mumbo-jumbo, right? Maybe so, but you're the one basing your claim on said legend. And what we saw here does not fully fulfill it, does it? No, but Consequently, you cannot rightfully claim that this is the Founder's orb.
Yes, you can't shoot laser beams from your fingers, Mr. Justice. So I have to say, I think Bro may be onto something. I think Bro may be cooking.
What's gotten into him? Why is Mr. Wright doing this?
It would appear that Mr. Wright has lost a few of his marbles.
That couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor.
In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Sides will have 20 minutes. Both sides will have 20 minutes to prepare. I ask that all arguments be ready by then. Oh, and Mr. Wright, you do well to wash up and find your missing marbles by then, too.
And Nick, blink twice if this guy has Maya hostage. Literally.
Mr. Wright is sure acting funny. I mean, he's famous for going out on a limb, but that last assertion was just plain crazy.
It's either a bluff or a Hail Mary. Either way, it doesn't make much sense.
Maybe there's something we're missing here. Although, he seemed perfectly normal when we spoke earlier. What are the chances he's been replaced by a clone?
Just thinking about that one fucking Gaylor subreddit post. What are the chances that she's been cloned? Jesus. Firesonic225 with the $5. Every time they see recess, I never think of an actual court recess, but a school recess.
All right, everybody go play, have your enrichment, run around in circles and get on the jungle gym, and we'll meet back here in 5 minutes for snacks. All right, everybody?
Apollo, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna go check up on him.
What if he's Furio Tigre? What if it's Don Tigre? Back again! Oh my god.
What's going on with you, Mr. Wright?
Hey, Private Justice.
Oh, Sarge.
Or to make it 12 with the $2. Cue like a dog, lie like a dog from the first game. Yeah, tell the truth. And Atropos the $2. Guys, it's okay. Oh, jeez.
I forgot to mention something. On the night of Papa's murder, a strange thing happened.
Oh? But why are you only telling me about it now?
Well, I didn't say anything before because I thought Papa's death was an accident. But now that we know otherwise, I figured it might be important.
There's still more to this case?
When I left my room and lost consciousness, I passed out right here.
That's right above the coffee bar.
Mm-hmm. But when I came to, someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared, I beat a hasty retreat, as fast as my wheels could take me.
Do you know who it was?
No, it was pitch black. Plus, I fled to my room so fast I didn't even have a chance to turn on the lights.
Maybe it was your father.
No, he would have said something to me. Besides, I'd have known if it was him.
So then, it could have been your father's real killer?
My thoughts exactly.
But you didn't report this to the police?
It didn't even occur to me.
It's okay. You were obviously still upset. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Apollo, this could be really important information. I think the act of pushing Sarge's wheelchair could be a part of a bigger scheme. It's hard to see why else the killer would have done such a thing.
Guess I should take her statement down as evidence.
Okay. It was Christoph Gavin. I'm back. I decided specifically to fuck with you. For no reason.
Oh, welcome back, Athena.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
What's with the long face? How'd it go with Mr. Wright?
should I? Athena?
Oh, sorry. Zoned out there for a sec. The recess is almost over, so let's go.
What was that all about?
All right, court is once again back in session. Now, Mr. Wright, about that last objection you raised.
We, the plaintiffs, still believe the defense has yet to sufficiently prove its case.
Sean,
It's me, Christoph Gavin. A lot of you probably thought I was in prison or was executed. I was just in Rio. They claim that according to legend, the Founder's Orb would bestow spiritual power.
we're to make it 12 with the $2. Christoph rigged the wheelchair 30 years in advance. It is the type of shit that he would do.
Yet the relic in questions failed to do so. Therefore, it's failed its own test.
I see.
He's sticking with this ridiculous argument. Furthermore, even if it is the Founder's Orb, it can't be awarded to the Defiant Dragons. After all, they were the ones who killed Dr. Buff.
Bubba, she wouldn't be born. No, he got it at the factory. He didn't even know. He intuited who it was going to be given to and when.
Objection!
What are you talking about? That was already proven to be false. There are no grounds for asserting that Defiant Dragons murdered the Doctor. Oh, but I'm afraid there are, Mr. Justice. Your Honor, I'd like to present new testimony to this court. Testimony that will show that Dat's a Rebel did in fact kill Dr. Buff. What?
Very well. You may call your witness.
I guess Mr. Wright found another new angle.
What new testimony could there be this late in the game? Himst.
Oh my fucking god. Enough! Enough! Get this man out of here! I've had it! I've had enough!
Fellow citizens, it is I, politician, the once and future representative of the people. Jeez, not him again. My client divulged new information to me during the recess. He remembered something he saw, you see. Something crucial to this case.
I'm gonna be right back. No. I'll be right back. I can't. I'm gonna grab some water or something. I gotta take a sec. No, I'm not. Give me a second away. Anyway, but I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay. I'm back. I had my crash out. I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm normal now. Oh, I had a little Kit Kat, and I got some water, and I feel better. Okay. Okay. Also, thank you to the Furious WC for the $2. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's listen to this guy some more, I guess. Oh, right. I have to click on the window. There we go.
How very convenient. It was around 11 at night, and I was out on a mobile meet and greet around the village. That's when I saw Dr. Buff being murdered from outside his study window. Mr. Rebel snuck up from behind and struck him on the head. His weapon of choice, a suitcase. A big, strong man like him could easily swing a heavy suitcase into someone's head. Okay. You saw the murder as it happened? And you're just telling us now because... I saved the best for last. It's a tactic known to all political greats. The murder weapon was a complete mystery. But my client's eyewitness account has finally brought it into the light.
According to the autopsy report, Dr. Buff was struck in the head by the corner of some object. I suppose that could very well be the corner of a suitcase.
Objection!
But eyewitness testimony isn't the same as hard evidence. I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. What's that supposed to mean? We have physical evidence, too. A luminol test revealed. Oh, for fuck's sake. The doctor's blood on Mr. Rebel's suitcase. Really? But how does that prove Mr. Rebel used it as a weapon?
Objection!
You should know the answer to that, Mr. Justice. Since you know as well as I that the suitcase is covered in his fingerprints. Ah! I forgot we dusted it right in front of Emma.
Yeah, you sure did. This is bullshit!
Your turnabout terror strikes again.
This is quite convincing testimony and evidence. Nevertheless, you may proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Okay. Fuck.
Alright. It's around 11 at night, and I was on a mobile meet and greet around the village. What was this time of death again? It was between 10 and 11 p.m. No! Invalidated! It was 11:01. It couldn't have been his time of death, you're a fucking liar! Whatever. Whatever! Sure, I'll press it!
Hold it!
You were on a so-called mobile meet and greet at 11 at night? That's right. It's the perfect time because everyone is at home. You should have seen how the villagers' eyes teared up when they heard what I had to say.
Yeah, they were straining. They had like visible veins on their foreheads with tears brimming over their eyes because they wanted to beat the shit out of you so bad.
Tears of frustration that he knows what I'm saying! You weren't running around in your palanquin? That's right. Some village idiot reported me to the police. I've been banned from using it after dark.
Firesonic225 with the $5 was really hoping for Phoenix to pull out an updated autopsy report during that explanation. Oh man. The final turn to the evil side.
No wonder. What with all the noise he makes.
So what exactly did you see then?
That's when I saw Dr. Buff being murdered from outside his study window. Okay.
Hold it!
Sounds like you witnessed something rather shocking. Indeed. I didn't even believe it at first. I mean, a vicious murder in Karine?
Yeah, there haven't been many murders there, I take it? I mean, there's been at least one! Yes, a Dr. Turner Gray, I think, but everybody fucking hated that guy, so nobody cares.
There haven't been many murders there, I take it? If I'm elected, I promise you that such a terrible tragedy will never happen again. A vote for me is a vote to banish murder forever from our beloved Karine village.
What, like it's not right now? What, like it's not illegal? I vote... I will make murder illegal. Everybody on the electorate like, huh, I don't know why we didn't do that before.
Yeah, good luck with that. Mr. Attition Wimperson, please tell the court what you saw at the scene of the crime.
Mr. Rebel snuck up from behind and struck him on the head.
Hold it!
Okay.
He snuck up from behind? So you're saying the doctor never even realized Mr. Rebel was there?
Wait a minute. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Does it say? It does say the back of the head. Okay.
That's right. He was utterly absorbed in a book. I see. What'd you see Mr. Rebel do next? He climbed up the bookshelf ladder and dumped a bunch of books down on the body. I believe he was trying to make it look like an accident.
But that idiot didn't realize I could see everything from outside the window.
One of those statements doesn't feel right. Your Honor, I believe the witness made an important statement just now about...
Yeah, he said the doctor was reading a book, but in his picture he's not wearing any glasses, and he needs his glasses to read. So, fuck you. The doctor was reading a book. Firesonic225 with $5. Politician every 60 seconds, a minute passes. Together we can stop this! A vote for me is a vote to end time!
He's got my vote!
Dats is an idiot. I should have answered that just to see what it would say, though.
The doctor was reading a book at the time of the murder? That's vital testimony.
Very well. The witness will please add that statement to his testimony.
The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves, absorbed in a book. No, he wasn't! I don't believe you!
The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves, absorbed in a book, you say. But that's curious, because the doctor actually can't read.
What? Really?
No, I just made that up. I'm sorry, but it seems your testimony's completely unreliable. That's quite a bold statement. Well, let's hear you back it up.
A vote for me is a vote for gathering the crystals for my space station! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
No, no, no! Biden, I told you to bring me the crystals!
Sorry. I got myself. You see, the best jokes are when you make yourself laugh. That way you win no matter what.
That's quite a bold statement. Well, let's hear you back it up. I challenge you to prove that I am anything but 100% reliable. It'd be my pleasure. Lately, it seems the doctor's eyes had gotten so bad he needed reading glasses. However, his reading glasses were over on his desk. So you see, there's no way he could have been reading in front of the bookshelves. I'm sorry, Mr. Attition Wimperson, but I'm gonna have to ask you to explain this discrepancy to the voting public. You what? I'll explain it, you lowly cur. I simply made a mistake, you see.
Yeah, you know, it's always a good political platform, you know, it's always a good political look to call your opponent a lowly cur.
The doctor was actually sitting at his desk when Mr. Rebel hit him over the head. But then the doctor would have been facing him. Surely he would have seen him and tried to run. Dr. Buff was nodding off. I could tell because his eyes were closed and he wasn't moving. Sounds more like what you would do. Then how do you explain the fact that he was struck in the back of the head? Isn't that something that should be impossible from the front of the desk? Oh, about that. He bowed his head when he nodded off. That's when he was clobbered.
So, that's what you saw. Well, Mr. Justice, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Judge! Judge!
Do you have a problem with the proposal that the doctor was struck while nodding off?
I don't know what I'm gonna say, but yes. On principle. There's a problem. A very big problem. The witness's statement doesn't hold up under the slightest bit of scrutiny.
Is that so? Then will you please show this court what evidence you have to justify this?
Gladly, Your Honor. This shows the problem with the witness's claim that he saw the doctor nodding off. Okay, well, time to figure out what I'm saying. My dad. Let's see. Actually, I don't know. Oh, well, maybe. I'm gonna save there. Fire Sonic with the 5. Your Honor, this picture of my dad proves that this politician is lying through his teeth.
Accepted! He's a very nice-looking man.
Thank you. He's been dead for a long time.
Okay.
When were Army's pronouns confirmed? It's in this this document here. But yeah, let's try this. That's not it. That's not it. I don't think it'll be anything to do with this either, but just in case the game is being tricky. Okay, yeah, it's not that. I didn't think so. I just wanted to be sure.
Your Honor, the defense is cheating by going back in time.
I didn't see it, so I don't think that's real.
Yeah, Felicia, it was a mid-time break. I had to step away for a few minutes because the thought of cross-examining Paul again gave me a minor aneurysm.
Okay.
During the doctor's study.
Well,
Is it that? No, wait, yes, yeah, it has to be the fucking, I just remembered the partition that, like, you can't see him clearly from, yeah, because I'm judging from, like, I was thinking more about Datz's potential perspective of where he was accusing him from, but we're focused on what Paul is seeing, and there's the partition there with the shelf that means you couldn't see behind his desk if you were looking in through the window.
Take that!
There we go, there we go, there we go.
A diagram of the study?
Mr. Atishan Wimperson allegedly viewed the murder from here. And the doctor was allegedly nodding off here. But from his vantage point, the bookcase would have blocked the witness's line of sight.
Why, yes, I believe you're right.
But...
Objection!
The fact remains, my client knew that the suitcase was the murder weapon. So he definitely has first-hand knowledge of the crime scene. I'm afraid I have to agree with you there, Mr. Wright. But then we have to ask ourselves, from what vantage point did he see the murder? What are you insinuating, Mr. Justice? From what vantage point could Mr. Atishan Wimperson have seen the dozing doctor? Once we determine that, I believe we'll finally see the truth behind this incident. The witness saw the murder from right here.
I mean, you would have to be like around like anywhere around here-ish to actually see behind here. And judging by what Army was telling us about, I don't know if it's gonna be like finicky about the specific spot, but it seems to me like he might have been coming from upstairs, maybe?
Take that!
You've got to be kidding! But that's... It is indeed. But everything only makes sense if the witness was there in the study.
Inside the study? But that's the scene of the crime!
I know. Mr. Atishan Wimperson, the man who claims to be a witness to the murder, is most certainly in that very room.
Apollo, are you suggesting...
Mr. Atishan Wimperson, weren't you the one who actually swung that suitcase?
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
Objection!
What you're proposing is ludicrous. My client's a small, thin man, whereas Mr. Rebel has the musculature to pull it off. He has a point. I gave up trying to lift that thing after one go. That's right. He's the only one who could have lifted such a heavy object. Now do you understand? The rebel that's a rebel is the doctor's killer.
As long as the suitcase is the murder weapon, the suspicion falls entirely on Dots. You'll have to poke a hole in Mr. Wright's argument somehow, Apollo.
Oh, I will. With my own technique, no less. If Mr. Atishan Wimperson couldn't swing the suitcase around, we'll just have to consider another way he could have used it as a murder weapon instead. I'm gonna turn this case on its head, Mr. Wright, just like you taught me. You talk big, Mr. Justice, but do you have what it takes?
Well, this should be interesting.
Mr. Atishan Wimperson's testimony has been filled with one inaccuracy after another. First, he stated that Dr. Buff was in front of the bookshelves. Now he claims that the doctor was sitting at his desk. So where was the victim really when he was killed? Also, where was his killer and how was the murder weapon really used?
So the important thing here is the position of the victim and killer relative to each other?
Yes, Your Honor. If they were positioned in a certain way...
Sean, by the way, I'm coming into this midway through, but is Nick acting as a prosecution here, or is it a battle between two defense attorneys? It's a civil case, so yeah, it's basically between two defense attorneys. But I mean, it's on just a lawyer basis, so it's, yeah, there's not really, yeah. Firesonic 225 with 5. I love how even small crimes in the series like art theft gets turned into murder cases. Murder truly is the only crime in this world, huh? Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. If they were positioned in a certain way, it would be possible to use the suitcase as a weapon without lifting a finger. You can't mean. I'd ask the court to recall the study's layout. It's quite distinctive, as you can see. Now, if Dr. Buff were sitting in a certain spot and his killer was at a certain other spot, the suitcase would become a weapon that anyone could use.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Where was Dr. Buff's killer at the time of the crime?
Oh, jeez. Okay. Huh.
Now, let's think about this for a second. If Dr. Buff were sitting in a certain spot and his killer was at a certain other spot, the suitcase could become a weapon anyone could use. Okay. I wish I could see the actual room itself a little bit more clearly. But my thought here is if he's elevated, like, around the stairs or something, is it possible... Well, I don't know, because the staircase... Or the suitcase was on the floor, though. I'm just thinking in terms of, like, say, hypothetically, it's on the stairs. Could you have just pushed it over and it just fucking clonks him on the back of the head from there? Let's try it.
Take that!
How could the murder have been committed from there?
Okay, well, I guess it can't.
Yes, I'd love to see a demonstration. Well, I can't from here.
Well, I have a demonstration for you from here on how to give a penalty.
That wasn't your best one, Judge.
The killer didn't swing the suitcase. There aren't many other ways to use it as a weapon.
I know. There aren't that many places to use it from either.
Now then, I hope the defense is ready to try again.
Okay, yeah. Let's load back. Where was the killer? Where was the killer? There's not many places you can pick. Can I say, like, here? Okay, okay.
There?
Oh, that's... This should wrap things up nice and pretty for you, Mr. Wright. I'd ask the court to recall the study's layout. But this time, instead of thinking in 2 dimensions, let's think in 3. Only then can we clearly see the killer's method at work.
Mr. Justice, this game isn't on 3DS anymore.
Oh. Well, then this will probably look a lot more underwhelming. You can go on. Okay, it's just... It's not gonna look as cool.
That's fine.
Whoa! The killer didn't have to swing the suitcase.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, baby!
He used gravity to his advantage, that is.
Wait, can we please get, like, a demonstration animation of this?
That's right. It was the plaintiff, one politician Wimperson, who used the suitcase. He pushed it from the 2nd floor and sent it hurtling down onto Dr. Buff, who was sitting at the coffee bar.
I was hoping that it would show it, like, bonk him and he, like, sprawls out like, oh! Oh, well.
The psychology book had been at the coffee bar, no doubt. The doctor must have set it down there after he'd finished reading it, or the like. But his blood got on it, which is why the killer thought to hide it in that mountain of books.
Objection!
That's quite an entertaining theory you have there, Mr. Justice. There's no evidence that the murder took place at the coffee bar. I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Wright. I'd say that evidence of the murder occurring at the coffee bar exists. The evidence does exist, and I'm going to show you. You are?
Oh, yeah, of course.
This right here is proof that the murder took place at the coffee bar.
Yeah, because there's a coffee stain on the book.
Take that!
This brown stain was determined to be coffee. What's more, it was still a bit damp when we saw it yesterday morning. Ah! One look at this book speaks volumes, I'm afraid, Mr. Wright. It tells us the doctor was having a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. That's when the suitcase came hurtling down, striking him on the head, causing both his blood and his coffee to spatter onto it. Ah! Ah! Well, Mr. Retichin Wimperson?
Well, there's like trying to do the gasp and like halfway through like had to burp and it became like some mysterious third thing. Okay. What motive could I have possibly had to kill Dr. Buff?
And there it is, that final excuse cornered killers are so fond of. Well, the doctor never returned your crystal to you, did he?
That damn bandicoot.
Instead, he hid it in the cave ruins. Telling him that the Defiant Dragons were a dangerous bunch was a huge blunder. All it did was make him hide the orb. Your lie came back to bite you in the end. Even worse, the doctor saw the news reports, so he knew the relic was the Founder's orb. Being the conscientious researcher he was, he knew he had to return it to its rightful place. And that meant keeping it out of your hands. You were so angry that he refused to return the relic to you that you killed him with your own hands. Isn't that right, Mr. Retichin Wimperson?
That is... Oh, Nick.
Apollo, don't! Please don't accuse my client of murder! Huh? What? What do you mean, don't accuse him? Why would you even say that, Mr. Wright? What I meant was, he's a promising politician with a bright future ahead of him. It's in our nation's best interests to avoid burdening him with the taint of scandal. Say what? Right. You'd better do something to change this current courtroom climate, or I'll be charged with murder. And you know what will happen to her if that happens.
Oh my god damn it! Nick! Fucking... really? Really? Again? Bro is not Matt on guard! You can't do this! You can't be threatened by a fucking pencil-necked asshole like this! Dude! This guy is like as thick as a fucking toothpick! You could snap him in half over your fucking knee, dude! Come on, man! Ah, Jesus Christ. Ah, Phoenix! Just give Apollo the look and he will, like, link hands with you. You could run across this courtroom and fucking wrestle slam this guy. You could fucking clothesline this bitch. The judge would join. Bring the gavel. Crack open his fucking head like a walnut. Oh my god, this is... Jesus Christ. Someone put a tracker on Maya already. No, literally. You should literally just put a fucking chip in her at this point. Yeah, we've got geolocation for your Maya, just in case. Just to make sure she's safe. Oh my god. Alright, let's read these few donations. Boggle with the $5. If I had $2.50 for every time NezumiVA was used for blackmail against Phoenix Wright, I'd give it to Nezumi. Also, you can get a bad end if you fail here. Oh, good. Lord Omega 12 with the $2. Behold, the smoking gun in all its glory. And Flawless Walrus with the Canadian $2. Turn this from Ace Attorney to Yakuza. Yeah. Man, this is so fucking dumb. Literally, just fucking eviscerate this guy. Please, burn him with your laser eyes. Phoenix, learn and prosper. Okay.
What's he talking about? Well, I can ponder that later. For now, Mr. Wright, you can't possibly believe that Mr. Rebel is the killer. Are you really going to send an innocent man to prison? I thought you were better than that. Well, Mr. Wright, answer me. What, Mr. Wright? What in the world is going on here? If you won't say anything, then... Mr. Attition Wimperson, the defense, hereby...
Apollo, wait!
Not you too, Athena.
It's just, I wasn't sure whether I should say anything, but during that last recess, when I went to check on Mr. Wright, I overheard something I shouldn't have.
I trust Maya's unharmed. I can't really say, but just remember, if I'm arrested or fail to obtain the treasure, there will be consequences. Consequences of the worst kind, if you catch my drift. Relax. All you have to do is ensure I get my hands on that relic. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want that relic for anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. Maya? As in Maya Fey?
Yes, the boss's legendary former assistant.
Miss Fey is being held hostage?
So it seems.
Why didn't you tell me as soon as you heard this?
Sorry, it's just Mr. Wright spotted me before I could slip away and made me promise not to tell you. He said it would make things more difficult if he found out.
As if things weren't already hard enough. So that's why Mr. White was acting so strange. I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. Think, Justice. There's got to be something you can do.
Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours. I believe you were in the middle of accusing the plaintiff of murdering Dr. Buff. Would you care to continue?
I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm really, really sorry.
What's gotten into you two?
If I accused that slime bag, I'd put Miss Fey's life in jeopardy. It seems you finally caught on. I'm far too important to be accused of murder. After all, our nation's future rests squarely on my shoulders. Either I give up or... Once I present the crystal to my patron, my victory is assured. Then, one day, I'll become president, and then, king. I'll have every politician at my command. Now retract your accusation. Who is your patron? Uka Uka!
Politician, you have failed me for the last time! You lost the election. You lost the crystals. And I have lost my patience.
Atropos is the $2. You can kill him with a big rock. It's okay. Yeah. And Light Blooms at the 5. Sorry, Apollo. We didn't tell you because we thought Maya getting kidnapped or accused was an obvious plot point. Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought about this a while ago, but... Jeez.
I can't kowtow to him, but the defense would it would like to retract the previous accus.
Oh? Who? Dirk!
Apollo. Dirk. I don't know what's going on here, but a lawyer should never look the way you do right now, with defeat and resignation written all over your face.
A dragon never yields.
Yo, let's go! Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. Dirk, the dragon never yields. He's right. It's all over if I give up now. Mr. Wright's hands are tied. It's up to me to do what must be done. He saved my neck so many times. Now, it's my turn to save his!
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Dirk, thanks for that wake-up call. Now that's the face of a lawyer you've got there, son. If there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to find the way to save Miss Faye and see that justice is served!
Yeah! Okay. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
That scumbag is holding Miss Faye hostage to ensure he gets the orb for his patron. And it seems said patron believes in the orb's legend. Thing is, the founder did appear when the orb was exposed to fire, just as the legend said. If the legend is true, then we've already solved the riddle, right?
Yes, we have, or no, not yet. I don't know. Okay, we got it right. We have not solved the riddle yet.
The legend says the founder will bestow great spiritual power when she returns. If that's true, it means we haven't solved the whole riddle yet.
Right.
But how can that be? Are we missing something? Wait, maybe. Maybe the part about the founder returning should be taken literally.
Oh?
But how would it be possible for a dead person to return to the world of the living?
Channeling. Oh, because... Fuck, whenever you solve it, it shows her face, which means that if you know her face and her name, you can fucking channel her then.
Oh, I know! There is a way for the dead to return. Spirit channeling! Of course, you'd have to know what the founder looks like first. But the orb has revealed her face to us, so what if it's a sign that we should channel her? Given the facts, in order to solve the riddle and receive the founder's power, I'd need
a spirit medium. A medium is needed to obtain the power... Oh, the power.
The ability of a medium to channel spirits is the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. That means Mr. Attition Wimperson's patron will need one too. And once that slimy politician realizes that, he won't be able to lay a finger on Miss Faye.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Everything's going to be okay, Mr. Wright. Because Mr. Politician Wimperson can't afford to harm a hair on Miss Faye's head. Huh? Mr. Attition Wimperson, it seems you've chosen the wrong person to take hostage. What do you mean? Your patron seeks to solve the orb's riddle, and thereby receive great spiritual power. However, only Maya Faye can truly give them what they really want. She can? What do you mean, only Maya Fey? Think about what the return of the Founder really means. You should have considered it more literally. After all, the orb was made in the kingdom of Karine, the birthplace of spirit mediums. I think I see now. You need to know what the deceased looks like in order to channel them. But in Karianism, depicting the face of the Founder is taboo.
Maybe Apollo shouldn't just say that. Yeah, I was kind of thinking so as well. I don't know. They might be able to rebound with this one, man. We'll see how it goes.
However, her true face was hidden in the orb. So maybe the orb is telling us to try channeling the Founder. Exactly. Through a spirit medium, the Founder can quite literally return. And if the legend is true, the Founder just might bestow spiritual power on someone when she does. It's like when Pearls imbued my Makatama with spiritual power. Sorry, who? Could you give me that person's name? Oh yeah, sure, Pearl Fey. She actually, she lives there. Oh, good. A neighbor. Right, excellent. So I've had her kidnapped. Wait, what? If a human could be imbued with such power in a similar manner.
It's said the Founder possesses immense spiritual power. Such a great feat would not necessarily be beyond her. Wait a second! Then the legend is true?
Do you understand now, Mr. Attition Wimperson? You're holding hostage the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. And if anything were to happen to her, the riddle would remain unsolved forever!
Arctica, they couldn't kidnap Pearl. She was too strong. She knocked out Phoenix with one punch when she was like 8. That is true.
There's always Pearl Fey. I could simply ask her to help. If she wants money, I have plenty to offer. She's not the kind of person to be tempted by material gain. She certainly wouldn't help you if anything were to happen to her cousin. Or maybe you'd like to go ask the Queen of Karine to channel the Founder for you. You could, but he'd probably get executed for requesting such a thing. It's over. Now confess! You killed Dr. Buff, didn't you?
It wasn't supposed to end this way! Mr. Attition Wimperson, are you admitting to committing the crime?
You're my lawyer, right? Do something! It's true that I'm your lawyer, and as such, it's my job to defend you. However, defending my client isn't the only duty a lawyer has. There's something else that's equally as important. And that's finding the truth.
What?
Mr. Attition Wimperson, you've sought to twist the truth in the dirtiest of ways. I was complicit in your hostage-taking, but in a way I was being held hostage too. Even so, there's still hope for me to make things right. And I owe it all to you, Apollo. Mr. Wright, I can't allow a murderer to walk away scot-free. Therefore, Mr. Attition Wimperson, I must resign as your attorney.
No! Does this mean I'm under arrest? No!
Well, I've nothing to confess. What?
I said I've nothing to confess. I don't and I won't, especially not to a plebeian like you.
This guy doesn't know when to give up.
Besides, there's no truth to these allegations. I mean, look at the suitcase. You won't find a single print of mine on it.
All that means is you wiped them off, taking care only to leave Mr. Rebels. As many a great politician has said before me, no comment. In that case, try switching things up, Apollo. Look at the situation from a different angle. Is there really nothing that points to the suitcase being dropped from up above? Evidence that points to the suitcase being dropped from the second floor.
if the killer pushed the suitcase from the second floor hallway over the coffee bar, that would place him right around here.
Maybe. Just maybe. Thought of something, Apollo? I believe this piece of evidence to be connected to the dropping of the suitcase.
Yeah, I was wondering when this was gonna come up.
That appears to be a statement. But how is that related to the case?
On the night of the murder, Your Honor, Miss Army Buff physically left her room. That's when she saw the doctor burning the orb and subsequently passed out. Right above the coffee bar. But with her there in her wheelchair, the killer wouldn't have been able to drop the suitcase down onto the doctor. Good point. However, according to Sarge, she woke up just as someone was trying to move her in her wheelchair.
Someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared, I beat a hasty retreat, as fast as my wheels could take me.
She must have been in the killer's way and had to be moved. Isn't that right, Mr. Attition Wimperson? And if the killer had pushed the wheelchair with his bare hands, we may yet find the conclusive evidence we need. Exactly. Fortunately for us, that evidence slipped right through the killer's fingers. If only he'd been able to hold on to it just a little tighter. But now, he's neither able to discard nor alter it. Honestly, that piece of evidence wasn't even supposed to be here in this courtroom today. And yet, looks like sometimes things do get better.
Oh, and when you think about it too, like, fucking Army was talking earlier about how she felt so bad because, like, oh, you know, I'm not able to fulfill my father's dream or whatever, and like avenging her father and stuff like that. But if she hadn't been brave enough to show up to fucking court, if she hadn't been brave enough to literally step out and go outside even though she didn't want to, the fucking wheelchair wouldn't be here. Oh, man. Oh, that's good.
But this wasn't supposed to happen.
No? Well, too bad. Because the evidence that sped away from you that night has come back to haunt you. Right here at this very trial! Your Honor, the defense's final piece of evidence is on this person! Take that! That's... On the night of the murder, Sarge passed out, only to come to and find that someone was pushing her wheelchair. That's when she fled back into her room. She didn't physically see a single soul after that. Not until Athena drew her out through that therapy session, that is. Well, the killer was able to wipe the prints on the suitcase off. The same can't be said for the prints that got away.
My fellow Corinians.
Well, Mr. Politician Wimperson, try to explain your way out of this one. The podium's all yours!
Crash out time.
Politician, savior of Corine, I'm not a crook. My political career, it can't end like this. I'm destined for great things. Something's wrong. This isn't real. It's a dream. No, a nightmare. Oh.
Huh? What? Wait, really? Whoa, no way! Bonsai! 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 Politician arrested on murder charges and stripped of his electoral win. No, please.
Wait, don't go. No, please. Ah, Grandpa!
Mr. Attition Wimperson? Are you all right? Bailiff, get him to the first aid station, on the double.
guy whose soul was banished to the Shadow Realm.
Well, this was yet another unexpected turn of events. In light of everything that's been revealed, it seems the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. And it seems Mr. Politician Wimperson can be considered a suspect in Dr. Buff's murder.
Apollo, I want to thank you for everything. Thanks to you, I didn't have to keep bending the truth. I don't know what I would have done without you. Oh, don't mention it. So, think I'm ready for my own solo game now? In your dreams, kid. Okay, thought I'd just ask anyway.
Cardian Joker with the $5. You know this case is a work of fiction when a political figure / candidate is arrested on live TV in a courtroom for a double bonus score. Yep. If only.
You were amazing today, Apollo!
Well, couldn't have done it without Dirk.
A dragon never yields.
Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and then latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth.
A dragon never yields. Every lawyer should take that to heart.
As it seems both sides have no further objections, would Dirk Sadmati please take the stand? This court awards the orb to the Defiant Dragons per the stated transfer agreement.
Alright. Things are about to get very interesting around here. Because with the orb... Oh boy. I wonder what Dirk will be able to do now.
Should the Kingdom of Khura'in claim ownership, the matter may have to be deliberated in court all over again. I just hope, or shall I say pray, that I'm not the judge presiding over that one.
Indeed. A trial like that might spark up an international incident.
Still, there are bigger and more momentous things astir in the air.
The revolution. Dirk's really serious about this.
This court is adjourned.
Okay.
Nice work, son. We've finally broken through the last obstacle of the road to revolution.
Revolution. It just doesn't seem real.
Yes, well, to think you actually defeated the Fighting Phoenix. All I can say is, that's my boy!
Well, Mr. Wright did have his hands tied. Who knows if I'd have won if he was been able to fight me head on.
I see it more like you saved Mr. Wright.
Saved him?
Yeah, remember what he said? He didn't have to bend the truth anymore, and it was all thanks to you.
I don't know about that. Still, I guess it is kind of nice to be appreciated.
Mr. Dirk? Now that the Holy Mother's face has been revealed, are you going to have a spirit medium try channeling her? I, for one, would love to see the return of the legendary founder.
Yeah, just think about it. Being able to speak to someone right out of the history books.
Unfortunately, it's not that easy.
What? Why?
A face isn't enough. You also need the true name of the one you're attempting to channel.
Oh, right. Pearl mentioned something like that.
And the founder's true name is only known to the priestess who's been crowned queen.
Yeah, that's true.
In short, the only living person who knows it is the current queen of Khura'in, Garan.
Oh, so without her help, we won't be seeing the founder anytime soon?
That's no fun.
So, Dirk, what will you do now?
First, I'll start by tracing the route with which the orb came into Dr. Buff's hands.
Since we know that it was Politician that asked the doctor to study it. Isn't he the one who stole it?
No, a political nobody like him couldn't get anywhere near the orb.
let alone steal it. He must have had inside help. My money's on someone connected to the royal family. Oh, right. You said something to that effect back in the cave. Whoever it may be, we need to expose their dirty scheme to the light of day. Well, I'm sure Mr. Wright has plenty of information, courtesy of his dirty client. He might be able to shed some light on this. Oh.
Private Justice! Oh wait, you're back to the drone. Ammon on with the $2.
1,400-year-old treasure solved by a lawyer in a day.
That was fine work you did at the trial today. You did your sergeant proud.
Back at you, Sarge. It took real courage to leave your room like that.
It's all thanks to you, Corpswoman Sykes. With my siege defense over, I can finally sally forth.
But the battle's only just begun. One for me and me alone to fight.
To lose your mother, and then your father. What a terrible thing to endure.
Yeah. And being wheelchair-bound doesn't help.
Private Justice. I've been thinking. It's about time I stood on my own 2 feet.
Do we want to rephrase that?
After all, I no longer have Papa to coddle me.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Take a good look, soldier. This is one small step for man, and one giant leap for me. Hold my drone for me, would you, Private Justice?
Yes, sir. What is she up to?
Whoa.
She's standing? What is this? Sarge, you mean your legs? They're...
The doctor told me I was ready to walk again months ago. But if I admitted I could walk, I knew I'd have to leave the house. So I faked it.
Makes sense, but...
I kept pretending I couldn't walk. But I know Papa's watching over me now, and I'd hate to disappoint him. So, from this day forth, I'm going to march forward on my own 2 feet.
What a brave kid, trying to move forward like this. But it must be so hard this soon after her father's death. Don't you ever stop. You just keep on walking, comrade. Stay brave, because there will be days when you'll want to stop. But I have faith you'll find a way to muster the strength to push through them. Yeah, you can do it.
Hey, Daddy's back.
Mr. Wright, what's that look on his face for? Oh, Apollo. Is everything all right with Miss Faye? She's safe. For now.
Well then, we'd better go save her. Quick! Where is she, anyway?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. Maya's not here in the States. She's still in Karine. And she's still being held hostage by the mastermind behind this whole thing. The mastermind? That's right. Politician Wimperson was nothing more than a pawn. Maya's true abductor is in the kingdom of Karine.
What? I don't understand, Mr. Wright. What in the world is going on over there?
But as shocking as that news was, it was only the beginning. The beginning of something big. Big enough to shake Karine to its very core. Revolution. I was being swept up in a mighty wave that nothing could stop. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what the days ahead had in store for us.
Well, yeah, I have some slightly mixed thoughts about the presentation of that last bit, but everything up to that was pretty good. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a little bit, though. I'm not gonna, like, really comment too much right now. But yeah, I mean, the trial overall was pretty good. I do think the sort of like, oh, Maya was kidnapped plotline being reused is kind of tired, but you know, other than that, I do quite like most of it. The stuff with Army during the trial was also really, really sweet. I liked that stuff a lot. Got me a little emotional. Lord to make it 12 with the $5. IMO, we've passed the low water mark for the case. I genuinely think everything past this point is what helps sell the game for me personally. Okay, very interesting. I'll look forward to that then. But yeah, that being said, I know it is kind of short, but I do think that maybe it might be good to go ahead and stop here, because I assume that we've gotten the first half of the case done now. So now we've got the second half ahead. I feel like it's a more natural stopping point than just trying to go further into the next segment and then just having to stop in the middle. Especially considering that I'm, obviously not having any streams next week. So I feel like it'd probably be better to just wait till we come back week after next, so that way we can sort of start on that fresh slate and sort of, have not really have to worry about like trying to keep track of details between weeks a little bit more, I guess. So yeah, I think that being the case, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody sticking around and watching. I had a good time with that one. That was a fun trial. I did enjoy that. And I'll go ahead and pull up art in the meantime. So give me just a second to look for that real quick. If we have any. I don't know if we do, but we'll see. Fair warning, the rest of the case is insanely long, but definitely has a lot of good content. Yeah, I was prepared for it. From what everybody had said. Okay, so nothing on Blue Sky. There is a couple things on Tumblr, though. So let me pull that up. Oh my god. If my my mouse has been fucking up recently, like the left click releases too soon. Probably gonna have to get a new one or something. Very annoying. Let's see. Quite a few things from this post. Oh my god. Wait, this is fucking awesome. Okay, hold on. Got these. Make sure that that's everything on that post. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And then also let me check the Discord real quick, just to make sure that we don't have anything on there. Okay, yeah, there's nothing new on StreamYard, I don't think, so yeah, okay. It's just the Tumblr stuff, so let me get that pulled up real quick. Window. There we go. Fan art. Show up, please. Hello? What the fuck? Hold on. Why are you not, why are you not? There we go. Okay. Starting off with a bunch of doodles from I Am in Debt on Tumblr. Whoa, story of Undertale. Wait, wrong game. Also, random doobles. Also, drew Nezumi's hit video game character Redacted from Ghost Trick. Also, quick question: will you ever play Ghost Trick on stream? It is time for ghosts and spooky, scary skeletons. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But yeah, we got Apollo and Dirk Undertale. Very funny. I'm not finishing. Dirk, his design is actually really painful. Just the circle head. Oh, it's so good. Oh, man. Dahlia Flowey. Hold on. Wait, I gotta...
Hi, my name's Dahlia. Dahlia the flower.
Jesus Christ. We got, yay, Sarge. With Kristoff. With the wheelchair. This is so fucked. No. No, Sarge, look out! He's gonna let go! Oh, Jesus. The Kara sweater. Your Honor, this picture of my dead dad proves my client innocent. The SeaWorld. How we all feel about Maya getting kidnapped. The fucking stock image. It's so good. List of things that's happened in the judge's courtroom: being whipped, coffee thrown at him, multiple ghosts fighting, forging, bombings, robot uprisings, British men, the worst one by far, British women, bird attacks, prayer beads, getting pumped full of lead, cowboys, fucking assassins. Yeah, sure, just pump lead in my court. I don't give a shit anymore. Lord Omega 12, but with the $2. The E.T. poster, but Kristoff is driving the bike. Jesus Christ. the bald shine on his head, too. The bags under his eyes. My God. And the stretched sprite of him. It's really good. And yeah, Gricking! The fucking Ghost Trick Gricking! This is really good, actually. I quite like this. This is very fun. I like the style of this a lot. This is very good. Honestly, yeah, it'd be kind of fun to like get a sort of like a Ghost Trick style PNG sort of thing or something at some point. If not for like a stream, then at least if I like end up making a video about Ghost Trick at some point in the future, that'd be fun. This was really cool. I like this a lot. Okay. And then next up, we have this from, what is this full blog name? Because it's being cut off on my view. Be the ace you want to see in the world on Tumblr. Just got Tumblr, and this is my first time posting art for streams. Started drawing more than a few months ago for my current Ace Attorney phase, and this is stuff on my most recent page of art. First picture is random stuff, and the second is Phoenix carrying Pearl during Farewell My Turnabout. So yeah, let's look at these things. Time skip Pearl redesign. Oh, that's fun. And she should have the same purple that Maya has in the trailer. Oh, yeah. That would be cute. Oh, yeah, robes. Okay, yeah. Very cool, very cool. If I were a cowboy, wouldn't change a thing, but at least I'd be a cowboy. At least I'd be. Oh. Aw, damn. Very cool, very cool. And then, yeah, then we have the Phoenix and Pearl. Ah. Oh, jeez. Going through it yet again. Well, hopefully Maya will be safe soon, though. Hi, Enemy. It's funny that you just showed up because we're literally about to stop like in 2 seconds. Animatic storyboarding. Yeah, I figured so. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Well, yeah. Really great art from everybody. Let's go through it all once again. Very cool. Okie dokie. Well, then yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for tonight. But thanks for watching, everybody. Had a lot of fun with this one. And I hope to see you next time. Friday stream still on as usual, and then no streams next week. But we will be back with Ace Attorney again on October 28th. So mark your calendars. All right. It's been fun. See you later. Bye.